Good morning, students. Our lesson for today is narrations. In writing or speech, narration is the process of recounting a sequence of events, real or imagined. There are two types of narration: direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech is the way of speech in which the actual words of the speaker are repeated, and in indirect speech, it is the speech in which only the substance of the speaker's speech is given. There are certain rules in narration. When a person is changing a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, the pronoun I changes to he or she. When a sentence is being converted from direct to indirect or from indirect to direct, there is a change in the tense form. Given aside is the chart which shows how the tense is going to be changed when you are changing the sentence from direct to indirect or from indirect to direct. In narration, when you are changing a sentence from a direct speech to an indirect one or from an indirect speech to a direct one, the word this changes to that. And if you are changing a sentence from an indirect speech to a direct speech, the word that changes to this. Given aside is the chart which shows how the adjectives or the adverbs changes when you are changing the sentence from direct to indirect or from indirect to direct. If you have a question in the direct speech, the answer to which is yes or no, then in the indirect speech, you are going to include the word if or whether, because the answer to that particular question asked in the direct speech sentence is yes or no. If in the direct speech there is an order, request, command or an advice, in the indirect speech it is written in the form that where object is written first, then comes the to, and after that comes the infinitive. Please do the exercise given below in your classwork exercise book and send all your homeworks by tomorrow to the mail address given below.